Hello everybody, it's your old pal Fresno here, and I can't hold the camera for shit. But I just want to talk to you a little something about a special console. As you see here, this is my Nintendo Entertainment System. Received 20 years ago. What's in there? Is there anything in there? This oh, Gremlins 2 is in there. Yeah. So, the NES. Very special to me. But I don't play the thing anymore. I really don't. So, sad to say, this old girl is going in retirement and being unhooked from this massive, massive setup. I thought that I'd take a few moments to remember this lovely console, because it's the reason I started making video game videos in the first place. Let's take a stroll down memory lane, shall we?
Christmas 1990. A young Fresno finds an NES action set under the Christmas tree. It cements his love of video gaming, prompting him to go out and get a Super Nintendo some years later, and then other consoles as we went down the line. And that further prompted him to view the internet and its retro gaming love in all its forms, until finally it culminated in him finding an art form known as Let's Play, and amassing a fan base! So yeah, that was 1990. Let's look at the old gray box now, in 2010.
Well, kids, here she is. Excuse the jittery cam, of course, because you know I can't take a shot to save my life. But this is my old brick NES. You see, it's a little screen. The screws are out because I had to take this thing apart once for cleaning, and it's tough to get those fuckers back in. It really is. But she works fine. She works like a charm. We've got our classic-ass zapper here. That sound pleases me. Also, this thing, which I got for cheap. Quick shot. Oh, I'm holding it upside down. It's dusty. Quick shot. This is the joystick. It's got a slow-mo button, which is essentially just, you know, it presses pause repeatedly. 2 controller ports. Stand select, turbo buttons. It's good. I got that for like $5. It's great. And here we got in the giant plastic bag my games. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each of them really quickly here, just to show you my collection and give brief thoughts. So give me a second while I get these in a nice pile. Alright, so these are my NES games, and we're going to run down them all really quick. Okay. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, this game is a game. Now, I was never able to beat it myself. I never got past the city level, but people remember it sort of fondly. But what I like better is the sequel, the arcade game. Got this damn thing for $1, which is really a great deal. Is that dust on it? Yes, there's dust on it. Let's look at that. Yeah, this is the basement. Look at that new TV, by the way. I think you all know how I feel about this game. I liked it enough to LP it. Good music, good gameplay. Gremlins 2 kicks ass. Monster in My Pocket, the first game I ever LP'd, and I did it terribly. Then I did it again with Medi, and I did it decently. A bit on the easy side, but still a decent action platformer. Oh god, you can see my reflection. I better be careful with that. RC Pro-Am. Classic racing game. It's good stuff. I mean, even if the yellow car is a complete bastard. Yeah. This, on the other hand, is the worst fucking game ever created. Imagine Blaster Master, but really, 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 really shitty and cryptic. And you got Metal Mech. Don't ever play this fucking thing. It's god-awful. Things are sliding everywhere. We've got Adventure Island. Started the whole Wonder Boy Adventure Island series. The first one, good, but I've never beaten it myself. Because it's fucking hard. Jesus. Maybe someday I'll go beat Adventure Island 1, but until then, no. Rad Racer. It's an okay game. I wish I had a Power Glove to play the fucking thing with. I mean, yeah. I've never gotten that far in it myself, but it works. Put that over there. Dragon Warrior. classic. I love Dragon Quest, even if it's called Dragon Warrior. A game that was so unsuccessful because Americans didn't give a shit about JRPGs that Nintendo literally had to give this fucker away. But it's still a classic thing of 8-bit game design. I shouldn't have to tell you how I feel about this game. Even if it's a little silly and I make fun of it, Star Tropics is one of my favorite games of all time. I forgot putting up a second video of it to make this one, this little tribute. And speaking of Star Tropics, I got the sequel right here, $7.99. Now, people think it's not as good as the original. They might be right, but I like it still. It's pretty good. Maybe I'll do a one-sitting run of it someday. Maybe I won't. Who knows? Alright, that's stack 1. On to stack 2. Krusty's Funhouse. This is a really fun little sort of puzzle game. I streamed it a while back and people seemed to like it. I would LP it, except it's really boring to look at. Plus I haven't actually beaten it legit, so yeah. Don't hold your breath on me to play through this one for the internet, but if you want to see it, just comment and say so. Okay. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, made by Taito. Well, this one, I did it for Rainiac's fan content, and you all saw how it was, hopefully. Decent game, lots of modes, but kind of hard. But doable. Do I need to fucking say anything? Well, I don't own 2 or 3 because I own Super Mario All-Stars, and thus I didn't need to go get the 8-bit old versions. But yeah, classic, came with the system. Hell yes! Now this game, if I remember, it's okay. I haven't played it in ages. I should really give it another go. Maybe it's LP material, maybe it's not. It's probably been done before, though. I mean, yeah. It's pretty interesting. Data East. So yeah, this is okay. Whereas this is a fucking piece of shit. Ew. Why the hell do I even own this? This is just awful. Awful, 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 awful. Fucking awful. Yoshi! This is a puzzle game, and it's actually pretty fun. A simple little puzzle game. There's no real story mode or anything like that. It's just a puzzle game. Simple stuff. It's good. I like it. It's not as good as other puzzle games, so it still holds up. Classic. Even though the battery on this thing is like on the fritz and you can't keep any save data, I had to rectify that by finding like an actual other copy of it, like say Virtual Console or something. Someday. And we also have the sequel, which I like. A lot of people don't like, but I like the sequel. So, the hell we use. Zelda 2 is a good game. Hits the pass! Hits the pass! Face off! Fucking awesome. Awesome. Polly is making a happy face right now, approving of this. I don't own Super C, though, unfortunately, but yeah, this is golden! And then the last of this pile, we have this fucking thing. Castlevania 2, which I actually like. It's the only NES Castlevania I own the NES card of. I own the GBA Classic NES series of Castlevania 1 and Castlevania 3 on the Virtual Console. I like this because it was my first Castlevania, and I had no preconceptions of what a Castlevania should be. Last pile here. Crystalis. Very good, underrated SNK action RPG. Picture Zelda if it really was an action RPG with levels and shit. It's great, and you should fucking check it out, even if my copy is plastered with shit. The Goonies 2. A very interesting little Metroid-style game. It's good, even if it's cryptic as fuck. Speaking of Metroid-type games, we got the original right here. Good old Metroid. It's classic, it's lovely. Even if people like it, even if people like Super Metroid better, it's still pretty good. Only NES Mega Man I own the NES cartridge of, as I got the Anniversary Collection for the rest of it. But yeah, Mega Man 3, really good, probably one of the best Mega Mans. And I got it for $6. Hot damn! Even if it's an LJN game, I really kind of like this. I can't hate it completely, even if it pisses me off to the point of rage. But yeah, Wolverine. Snake! 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 Yeah, it's butchered, but it's decent to fiddle around with. I like this game. I had it as a child and I kind of liked it, even if it was silly and weird. But yeah, good stuff. This is a very interesting sort of game too. It's like a pinball RPG hybrid. Really good. It's decent. Made by Jalico. They redeemed themselves from Metal Mech. Check it out. This is my favorite beat 'em up ever. It is just so good. So fucking good. And last, this piece of shit baseball game that I would rather have. I'd rather play Wii Sports than this stupid piece of crap. Ah! Well, those are my NES games all piled up like that. So, goodbye, old console. I'm gonna miss you and the memories we had. You rest well, old girl. You rest well.